Hello, this is Fighting Irish with 17.7. The USA KMT turn for the final Operation Live and Let Die turn, and our war will officially end. It's a fitting ending for the new Bond movie that came out, No Time to Die, so the Allies will revert to that model, No Time to Die. Let's do some tech rolls for the final time in this. We're going to do advanced mech, heavy bombers, advanced sub-warfare, strategic rockets, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all we have left. Oh no, improved factories, so 5 rolls. Okay. Number 1 would be advanced mechanized, missed, heavy bombers, missed, strategic rockets, hit that one, radar, hit that one, and let's see, let's put improved factories, put it on the board at 7. Nope, that's the only one that eluded the Americans. Everything else we had on the board. So find out our purchases. Okay, KMT has $3. They're going to buy 1 infantry. The Americans are going to lend lease, or try to the French, the battleship that was on the production chart. They're going to get an interdiction roll, the Germans are, but we're going to try to give it to them anyway. The British will get a advanced sub. They're going to lend lease to the KMT a infantry. We're going to buy a militia, upgrade a militia, buy another airborne, buy 4 more militia, buy 1 infantry. See the purple 3? We think Mexico should be a fine fitting. Help us out. We're going to spend 3 IPPs trying to influence them. We're going to buy 2 more advanced subs, 2 more destroyers, and 3 more jet fighters. Okay. That's production, and we're going to work on this aircraft carrier. We're going to put it in Gibraltar, and then at the end of the term we're going to bring it out. All happy and repaired. Okay, let's do some attacks. The Americans want to attack everybody this turn. We're going to attack all our enemies. Let's start over here in the Soviet Union. Airborne will attack Magadan. So will the tank. There's the Russians we are going to attack is Magadan. Okay, let's attack some more over here. This time, let's attack Shenxi. We're going to take the air transport. Go 1, 2, 3, or 3 in the Hope, 4 in the Shenxi. We're going to drop an airborne in the Shenxi. That's our CCC or CCP that we're going to attack. And that's just a walk-in attack, so we get to claim that no matter what. We took the CC capital, claimed it for the KMT. And I don't want to forget, but the air transport is going back to Hokkaido. Okay, we're going to take the transport off the inner cart, move it from C zone or the Sea of Japan, move it into number 5 here, or 24. But we want to take these 2 Americans and attack Rihi. Not only do they want to come, but we're going to take some jet fighters. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 2 jet fighters will attack Rihe as well. And we're going to bring over 2 battleships off the outer card, which is in Sea Zone 56. Go 1, 2 for 2 offshore bombardments. That's attacking the Japanese. So we have the Russians, CCP, and the Japanese. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're not done over here. So this transport is coming down. This transport's coming down from 135 to 147. From 134 to 147, taking our 4 units, which is a Marine and 4 guys, attacking New Zealand with the medium bomber. Okay, and let's see. This transport goes to Sea Zone 81, goes up to Sea Zone 50, drops off the American and the boot and Thessaly, claiming those for the Americans. And those are important ones at the end of the game. They're just walk-ins. I believe Thessaly is a point, and so is that boot that we're stealing from the, actually one from each. Also, taking from transport from Sea Zone 107, this attack transport is going 105, 79 into Sea Zone 80. It's attack transport. They have an uphill battle. Okay, they're attacking Sardinia. What they're doing and what I was hoping for are 2 different things. I was hoping that more of those fighters would go into the next battle, which will be for the carriers. See these carriers? These are what the intended goal was. I'll bring those out. This coastal defense ship, this advanced sub, these advanced subs, and this destroyer also will go into the battle. And the Americans also want to bring into 4 jet fighters into the battle. The intent and hope was not only were these 3 fighters coming from northern Italy, the intent was actually to get these fighters to go help out in this battle, to help his carriers, because that is also a victory point. And that was very smartly played. I have to give it to Panzer J. Putting his, changed my initial idea, because my initial idea was over here, was to have a screening force to come up to here, which is now I'm locked in, because if he didn't put those fighters there, those that comes from Sea Zone 33 up to the English Channel, we're going to be actually going to this sea zone, taking out these 2 carriers and destroyer. But I was on the cautious side because of those 3 fighters, so I didn't end up doing that. So, give away my initial plan. So the destroyer, or the battleship, 3 attack subs, 4 destroyers, taking on 3 transports, and 3 jet fighter or 3 regular fighters that are scrambling. The intent was to get all the fighters out, which just to lower the fighter content because of the massive air force that he was building. I was going to trade my smaller ships for his bigger air force, and I wanted carriers, carrier hunting, but it didn't work out because that was a big move right there. I give props to that one because that one saved the attempt at destroying those up there, but it's all right. It is what it is. Let's see, do I have any more? So those ships, the subs, how's that work? The subs can hit I guess the subs can't hit a plane. I would say they hit a transport, but that won't work. So I guess they take the hits, and I was hoping those subs would attack or submerge, but like I said before, I was confused on if that will work or not. So we're playing it safe and saying that a triple battle would be hard for anything. So I think that's all the Americans. Well, let's add more to the reheat. Let's put another jet fighter in. And might as well put the tactical because they're going 1, 2, 3, 4. If they want to go back on the carrier, they definitely can. Just to beef up the Japanese there. Well, let's change that around. 1, 2, 3. Let's put this jet fighter that came off the carrier going after the Magadan one. I like that idea. Let's do that. Just to make it more beefy. Let's say the word beefy in that fight. Okay. Let's do the Russians first, since I declared that one first. Let's do the Russian Magadan, because this is USA's last swing at all of them. I get every single one of our enemies in this video. So let's do every single enemy. Let's start, well actually we started with the CCP. We took a swipe at the CCP, and let's go give them 2 IPP. 2, 4, and let's take down 2. Bring them 5 and 12. Let's do that. Not that it makes a difference. That's just... Alright, let's do a jet fighter in Magadan. I need an 8 or lower. It's an 8, so it's a hit. Let's do the militia. Retaliation. He hits. So, I lose an airborne. Lose a militia. Okay. But the Americans take Magadan. Not that it makes any difference. He went back to his fighter, or his aircraft. Let's do reheat, because we're attacking the Japanese now. Here's all important runs, right here. 2 offshore bombardments. rolling 4 or less. Get them both, take it for free. Get it none, we're going to have a touchy situation. Got one. Okay, he loses the cavalry right off the bat. Okay, so offshores. Here are 2 jet fighters at 8. Miss. Tactical at 7. 8. Ooh. And it's flat land, so 2 at once. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 at 2. Missed them all. Defense at 4. Got it. So both of them die. Might as well press on. 2 jet fighters. Both hit. And the one at 4. Miss. So Rihi stands. Jet fighters go to Peking. Tactical will go back to the carrier. But the Japanese keeps Rihi. That's not the important one. The important one is New Zealand. New Zealand's for the big money right here. Okay, the big money. It looks mountainous, so all my guys will attack at 1. Defends at 4, so he gets 3 4s. And I get 4 1s and a 7. So here's my 7. Hit. Target select, so it don't matter. And then 4 1s. Ooh, all 3 of them hit. Wow, 2 hits on that one. So the Japanese will lose New Zealand. Yeah, those are attack transports, so the best he can do is take off 2 infantry. Or 3 infantry. Here are the 3 battles at 4 or less. He got 1. So I will lose this infantry. And New Zealand goes up to the Australians. Anzac is now liberated. And Japan goes down to 11. Okay, do I have any more battles in this side? The bomber goes back to Sydney. Okay, they just stay there. Okay, let's do this battle up in the English Channel to make sure there is no more blockade. A battleship at 8 and 4 destroyers at 4 on 3 planes. So the battleship at 8 got a 5, so that's a hit for 1 plane. And 4 destroyers need 2. Got 1. Okay, so 2 planes will die. Those 2 planes will die. Here are the 3. That's 6. And he got 1. So I lose 1 destroyer. Okay. And let's do this again. 1 8. Got 11 and 3 destroyers. And missed them all. He has 1 plane left. He hits with a 6. So I lose a sub this time. Okay, let's do it again. The battleship hits, so it's over. And the plane will miss. So that is what the Americans have left in the English Channel to go right next to the British sub is 3 destroyers, 2 advanced subs, and a battleship. And let's take off these transports. Let's move to the mid. That was our attack on the Germans. Here is the attack on the Italians. Okay, this is a unique battle. So let's bring it out here so we can see. These subs attack at 4. This destroyer at 4. Jet fighters at 8. Carriers defend at 2. And the 3 fighters at a pop apiece. Okay, good news, bad news for the Italians. Okay, first round, these 4 jets fight these 3 planes. This destroyer and this torpedo boat or coastal defense ship right here, and the destroyer will fight any one of them. These subs get first strike, and there's 4 of them, only shoot at the carriers. This mission is for the carriers, so we want to hit the carriers. So let's start with the 4 jet fighters with air seniority. We'll go after the 3 fighters. Here's the 4 jet fighters at 8. I see a 7, 3, and 8. Guess what? That's all 3 fighters. No matter what, all 3 die. Okay. First strike for the subs, no matter what, are after the carriers. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits, so this carrier is gone before it shoots. This carrier's damaged. That's just after the subs. Target select went to the subs. Those 2 hits the other sub. Okay. Now I have a 6 for the coastal defense ship. The only thing you can hit is the carrier. It misses. And the destroyer at a 4. It hits with a 4, so the whole thing wipes out. So he gets a defense shot at 3 fighters and 1 carrier. So here's the 3 fighters at 6. They are going after the jets. And I got an 8, 8, and 9. They didn't want nobody. Germany does not want any more to do with this war. They checked out. We have a 2 for the Italians. No. The carrier goes down. We take no hits in this thing. So, in the C zone, 50, we have 4 advanced subs. 1 coastal defense ship. 1 destroyer sitting in C zone 50. And now let's do Sardinia, the last actual combat, I believe, in this fight. Like I said, I believe it's mountainous too, so 1 attacks at 1, 1 attacks at 2. Those Italian fighters are, I wish I would have rethought this, but I was hoping that more going to that last previous battle. The jet fighters, where did they go? Probably safest spot is Gibraltar, so they'll fly back to Gibraltar. Okay, here is the two for the U.S. Marine. Here's the one for the infantry. The Americans don't look good going in Sardinia. Whoever came up with this idea, those blasted American leaders. Jet fighters takes out, or the regular fighter takes out one of the infantry. Not double casualties because they arrived on that attack transport. Here is the airborne. Take out the last American. He missed. Okay, here is the American rebuttal. Or start over. He hits. Let's see. Can the fighters take him down? The fighters do take him down twice over. So the airborne, I believe, will be eliminated. And the U.S. Marine did a job. I was hoping for actually 9 fighters this turn, but 6 are good. I'm happy. The only unsuccessful one is over there in Rihi. But I got the rest of the objectives in this turn, so that turned out pretty well. Let's do this one too. Purple dice. My son a couple weeks ago got me a dice for my birthday, so I finally get to use it. Mexico, purple, 3 or less. Stay neutral. I see how you people are. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. They don't want to join our effort. Okay, the non-combat. Let's see. These from Carolina Islands. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Nanking or Peking. They're all hanging out in Peking. No, let's just put them on the carrier. These go back to the carrier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto the carrier, and put the jet on Hokkaido and that. So it's like that. The 2 cavalry, of course, would have gone to the Yukon territory. This guy would have gone up to Canada. Transport would have gone back to Alaska. Cruiser destroyer would have came in with the battleship. These would have came down to here, and these would have flew to Gibraltar. Transport goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably leave them outside, bringing over the artillery and the U.S. Marine, drop them off in Gibraltar. When this would have broke dock, the carrier would have came on this side inside the med, because that dock is on both sides, so it could have gone on either side. Any other non-combat? So let's place units. Of course, the 2 KMT units will go into the city of Peking, the one they bought and the one that the Americans lent them. They get their own little army back. This advanced sub, of course, goes to Ottawa. Paratrooper goes to Hokkaido. Upgrade a militia and put an infantryman there, so the chip became him, and I put a chip underneath him that takes out those two. Let's place some militia, one for all the way up there where the air base is at, because we want to protect our little American territories. Not that it means anything, but we got a foothold over there. Seeing that this one gets one, and we want to give Sicily and infantry. Brazil, we want to give them an infantry. We want to give Washington 3 more jet fighters, because Panzer J has showed me that Air Force is very, very important in this game. So, and Naval is also important, so we have to bulk up both Air Force and Navy. It's hard to beat them both. Okay, important. We're going to try to slide the French ship to here. So we're going to do an interdiction. Red, French, black, Germany. See if they get the battleship or not. Battleship sinks. Okay, no battleship for the French, but there is one carrier in the Med, one capital for the Americans. Okay, I believe that is possibly all what I had planned to do. Have the English Channel taken care of. I have movements taken care of. Take China, take Russia, take Sicily, take... Okay. Let's mark out some victory objective points. Let's do... Oh, it's kind of windy outside, so... I have the window open, so let's put this up there. Let's go over country by country to see how I would score. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But this is how I would score Germany. Germany has Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Warsaw, West Poland, and this nice one. They do not have southern Ukraine, western Ukraine, or all of Belarus. I took Thessaly, so I count them 2 points here. Score 1 point if they own, Germany possesses Moscow or in 2 other Soviet cities. They do not. Score 1 victory point if they're over 50. They're at 60. So that's a point for them. So I have them at 3 and 4. 5 for Paris, so 5 points. Let's go to Italy. Expand the empire. They do own 2, and this one is there. So 1, 2, 3. I count them as their only 3: Tunisia, Algeria, Western Algeria. Albania I count as Germany, but they get their 2 points for that because that's how they expand it. Score 1 victory point if they have twice as many capital ships, allies, or possess Gibraltar, Egypt, or Malaya. They don't own any of those. They don't have twice as many ships. So I count them as 2. But they go down 1 for losing the home country that's worth an IPP. So I have them at 1. Japan. Score 2 victory points if they're over 50. Japan, unfortunately, I have them at 11. Well, it's good news for allies, bad news for them. Score 1 if they own 3 of the following: Midway, Wake, Marina, Hawaiian, Caroline, Marshall, or twice the number of combined ships. Okay, they have 0 on the board. And they have 0 islands. Raw materials, collect 1 for the following: British Malaya, no. Cochin China, and no. French control, Russian control, or CCP. Philippines, Borneo, Java. They do own, what is it, Java? Yes, so they get a point for Java. So all these, they get a 1. But unfortunately, the Americans own Hokkaido. So I have 0. Axis, 6. And we all know USSR. They ran away. East Poland, Lubitsky, Kajara, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. That's 1. I'm not going to count this, but I'm pretty sure they're over 11. 12, 13. That's it? No, 14. So I give them 14 here. They did not get techno seniority. They took out Calcutta. And Nanking. So that's a +2. So I have them 16. Score 1 for CCP. Score 1 victory points for non-Chinese land units in continental China where KMT, CCP, and the warlords were. There's American in Shanxi itself. There's a couple British in Peking, a couple jet fighters there, and 2 KMTs there. So, but they do get score 2 victory objectives if CCP has twice as many KMT. Yeah, I think they barely squeak out KMT on that one. So that's 18. I like to call that domination. I'm not going to look at Britain. Why? All they're neglected because they lose IPP worth everything on their thing. So I think Britain is allowed 4. They lose way more. So Britain gets 0. FEC 0. That's easy. Let's go Anzac. Score 1 objective if they own all sea zone of Australia, no enemy warships, and 2. Hey, those Anzacs helped out allies. I got them at 1. Woo! Here's a controversial one. I think for KMT. Score 1 victory point. No. Score 1 victory point if KMT has possession of the 2 following. I think we played this wrong probably the whole game. But Formosa should have been KMT this whole time. We gave it to the FEC, but I think that should have gone to KMT. And That's why we attempted reheat, but we didn't get that. And so KMT gets 0. So this don't look good for the Allies at all. Monroe Doctrine: if no Axis Comington land units in North, South, Central America in no sea zone has possession of during the game. Okay, that's a 0. The Russians made a nice move and took the upper Northwest. Contained fascism. We contained Italy, but not Germany. Germany ran away. Scored 1 victory point for Russia. No. Scored victory point twice. Yes, we got one. Score 1 victory point if U.S. is in possession of their all original 1936 is 2. And no, we didn't get technology. So USA is at 2. I forgot to put free France here, because if I read this right, score victory objective if Comintern does not possess any land zones adjacent to free French home country. Home country. Is it this home country, which is Turkey, Iraq, Transjordan, or this home country, which is Spain, who is fascism, Switzerland, neutral, fascism here, or Germany. So free France, I would give 1. Total of USA 4. Okay, my video is going to die, so I'll be right back. Give my conclusions and thoughts. Thank you. Fighting Irish back. Got some more room, so we look at the final scores. I have the Russians running away with 18. We try to make it close at the very end. 6-4. Germans, I have to give Panzer J. Give you great props. Every which way we turn, you had a good counter. You had a great response for everything that we put in front of you. You came at us with everything. We were just fortunate enough. Okay, I'll give credit to where's credit due. My son, he played the British. It was his whole idea for the destruction of Japan, the defense of the Swiss, Gibraltar, London. He kept those afloat to the end. Unfortunately, we couldn't get enough to India to save, but he did quite well. I did the Americans. We came in with a game plan. Everybody comes in with a game plan. Everybody had to alter their game plans. This is the end result. He's very happy. I wish China went differently. He wished China went differently. Everything would have went differently if that went different. Global 36 enthusiasts, they did an awesome game. Sit back, take the slow approach, come out a beast, and just like the game that's going on right now, what is it, Operation Skyhook, and everybody's playing that. Gaming Bro, Mr. Shrubbert, Hambone, 2 guys I played a game with last time, Mark the Shark and Ozark Outpost, and everybody's favorite Panzer King. Why we play this game, I am really happy. This game takes a long time. I think this was about 3.5 months to do this one. Lots of ups and downs, a lot of nerve-wracking. People want to try a YouTube game, feel free. Those people who comment all the time, I really highly suggest you jump into one. The veteran. If you want a game, take our spot, Global 36 and Panzer J. I know they want to start a new one, but we have to pull out, take a little break. Bruce, I know you have another channel, and you guys can jump in the game. I know this takes a long time, a lot of preparation, a lot of movements, a lot of moving parts. Sorry about missing units, messing mistakes up, but we all have the same issues. Watching everybody's game, we spend many hours in this room, as you can tell. Just looking at this board, seeing what to do. We had a lot of fun though. I mean, Europe, different than I remember World War II. So is this. We're going to have a whole new world after this. I mean, can't contain communists, maybe, or fascism. This kind of went the way free world. Except down here, communists has spread their wings. Asia is pretty much got lucky with the rolls, lucky with Japan. Whether we call it Operation with Your Pants Down, we got lucky with that one. Lucky with the rolls, got us in the war, and it was just fortunate enough that the way the ships all aligned, that we got to take out the Navy right here. Lucky for the Americans to get into the war. My son wanted heavy infantry, heavy everywhere. His idea saved the British. If we would have gone the typical way with Air Force, Sea Lion would have ended up a long time ago. London would have been gone. This war would have been different. We would have had these two fighting. But you don't see often at the end of the game just a few British planes. Usually they dominate. German, Italy took their normal dominate Air Force. The Americans wanted to get into the game. I think they have, 7, 10 jet fighters over here, another 3 over here, 13 jet fighters. That would match anybody's Air Force, but spread across the world. But like I said, tough game. There was no time to die this last turn. We did all our objectives. Our goal was to take Berlin. Panzer J, Global 36, you took off our goal. We wanted to be the first ones to take them out, but we lost Calcutta, China. That's pretty much, we got beat down in India, so it was trading back and forth here, trading up there. Overall, Brazil helped. All the little countries, Dutch colonial coastal sub did a lot of damage to the Japanese. That British coastal ship right there, coastal ship, what is it called? I keep saying it, a coastal defense ship. That's the Brazilian one. He did some damage over here, and up there. Still around. Too bad the torpedo had to take a kamikaze, but either we got lucky or Panzer J unlucky with the kamikazes. And all I gotta say is that was an impressive buy with all that money that you saved in Russia. with the 75 units. That was pretty impressive. I gotta admit, I've never seen that before. Defense-wise, that would have been a tough cookie, even if Germany did go after you straight in. It would have been hard to crack if you would have barreled down into there. That would have been something to see. This big, massive infantry militia army you have, I gotta say, is impressive. But I think I rant and rave too long. Please enjoy watching some of the strategies. I mean, each one, Panzer J was bang, 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 defense, defense, bang, bang, counteract. I got something like Global 36 says, stretch but not bend, not break. Has an answer for everything. Global 36 stands back, let things happen, and bam, does he strike. When he makes a point, he gets what he wants. And you look at this score, he knows what he's doing. Even if the Americans have money coming in turn 10, still is hard to creep into Germany and blockade Japan and try to gain ground in China when the Russians are coming. But as fighting Irish, my son, he was British. I played as the Americans and China. I regret some of the things I did in China. I changed those dramatically. The China War, in our view, went south fast, and that's the only downfall of the fight. Germany wants here, fighting Italy off. Germany wants something, they get it. Like other people say, you don't check Russia, they're your beast. So this is Fighting Irish, saying the end of the war in 17.7 July 1944, saying goodbye for the last time for Operation Live and Let Die. Thank you.